this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do the Let's Resin Angel. And I'm gonna put a bunch of flowers in here. And I've got a wire crinkled up around that will be around the base of it, kind of to hold it so it's kind of a circle. And I don't have any idea. I guess I've seen them floating stuff. I guess I just put something in here to hold it, and then when it's done, we go at it with a heavy-duty clippers and get the stem off and top it, because I won't pour it all the way to the top so that I can cover the cut end. This is going to be interesting. And we are going to use something different. It's deep pour, but it is from Promise. It is 24-hour fast cure deep pour. It is 1-to-1 deep pour, crystal clear casting resin. And this is what we're going to do. Time saving, crystal clear, easy 1-to-1 mixing ratio, deep pours up to 3 inches. Now obviously this is more than 3 inches. So do I pour, say, half of it? Give it about 4 hours to get kind of tacky, so because I don't want a line in the middle. Do I give it about 4 hours so it remains to be tacky and set up a little bit, and then do the remaining, because it's 23 over 23 ounces. So if I do 12 to begin with, let it pour, and that'll bring it up past the skinny stuff. And then come in and pour the rest. Now I have bought these at my adventure to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I have spray sealed them with clear glossy acrylic spray, and I had a heck of a time. I'm used to putting bouquets together. I had this nice pretty bouquet of this flowers and all over, and way too big. I mean, this is big, but it doesn't hold that much. And I kind of want the red to be front and center, so that's going to be a trick. And some of it's going to touch the edges. So I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I don't know if I should, in the first coat, dip this whole thing in resin and get it coated with resin already, even though it's sealed. I have not a clue. Not a clue. I just don't want this wire to move too much, because it is keeping it round. It doesn't stay round. It goes kind of wonky oblong. So anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to pour 12 ounces, put myself on a timer of 4 hours, come back, and by that time it should be somewhat tacky, I would think, seeing that's a fast cure. And if not, I'll try it again. This is, I don't want to be up until 2 o'clock in the morning. That's only 12 hours. Okay, it's an experiment. I know you guys have, some of you have poured it with just regular casting resin, but you pour it in layers, I believe. I'm not for certain. But anyway, this is Promise 24-hour fast cure deep pour. And it's the same as is with any resin. It's, mix well. It's 1-to-1. Cleanliness is important. Restrictions: do not use this product over oil-based stains, paints, or urethanes. So does that mean I shouldn't have spray painted the flowers? Interesting. Do not use this product. Where does it say this? Let me read it again. Oh my goodness. I don't know where I was when I read that. Keep out of reach of children. Do not, no, we don't want to eat and drink and smoke. Okay, that's, All right. Sorry, guys. My brain just went on vacation. I don't know where I was reading that, but it said the last word with polyurethane, which obviously I'm not doing that, but it is acrylic. I'm going to pour it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, that's the only way we learn, right? So I'm going to get that in a second. I wanted to show you I had to change the filter, and I don't know why. I've changed the filter, and it's not showing that it's reset. I got to figure it out. You think it needed to be cleaned? That is, yeah, needed to be done. And I've been working on trying, I've cleaned, might not look real clean yet, but I did clean. Where did I put the tray that goes into this thing? Oh my gosh, guys. You know, the one thing that I didn't find in all, because I have actually gone through and cleaned and redone a lot of stuff on this side of the table. This side of the table still looks like somebody attacked it. But, oh, here it is right here. I needed to have this because before I get going anywhere, I need to do my broken nail. And I've showed you before, and I know Michelle did it shortly after I had showed that we could use Let's Resins. Well, this is Baltic Day Chrome Powder, and that's what this pink is. And for some reason, whatever chemical I used yesterday did loosen that up. I'm not worried about that. I just want to get the nail fixed, so I will put you on speed dial. Speed dial, is that what that is? Speed up while I'm doing this, so you won't have to sit here for 2 minutes and watch this. Okay, I don't know where the phone dropped off at. I've poured 12 ounces. I'm going to do it in 2 dips, two pours. One now and one in maybe 4 to 6 hours. I'll come back out and do another one. Now I did already stir with the Resiners. I mixed up the resin and put it through the debubbler, but there isn't hardly any bubbles coming out of it. So it was in the debubbler for a couple of minutes and it had nothing coming up. And there really isn't anything showing. What you can see is the crystal that I put in here. Yeah, I went to put it on pause and the phone said that there was no more storage on my phone. I'm thinking, that's crazy. This is the only thing I've got this on this phone. So I had to go and delete a bunch of stuff that I don't use on here. There's no reason to have maps and music and all that stuff. I don't use this phone for anything other than this. And I delete pictures as I've posted them on CapCut. So it's not like the pictures are full. It seems like every time I turn around there's something new that I've got to figure out what the deal is. So just, you know, typical of everything else that we do, even though we mixed it on our mixer or even by hand, make sure that you get the resin off the sides and off the bottom, because the mixer doesn't get to the side or the bottom. And I don't know what she's barking at, guys. Sorry. She's got her eye on something across the street and I don't see anything other than 2 streets over. No, not 2 streets, 1 street over, two rows of houses over. Somebody's working on a roof. That girl is nosy. Oops. So anyway, all right. So do I dip the flowers? I don't know, guys. I'm going to dip them, even though they've been sealed with crystal clear spray. I am going to dip them. Guess it can't really hurt. So that's probably what she was barking at. Lawn guys pulled up across the street. Okay, so this could be another total failure for me, guys. I have no idea what it is I'm doing, and it is the first time, and I'm just gonna put some in right now into the bottom. And I probably should have sprayed, right guys? Should have sprayed. Gee, if I knew any better, it might be dangerous. Okay, and the flowers, like I said, are gonna touch the side, so I hope that isn't gonna be a problem. And I've got to figure out how to use something heavy enough, keeping an eye on the camera to make sure it's not going to go off on me again. I want to make sure the red is kind of more to the center. These were flowers from Hobby Wobby, yeah. That's what it should be known as. From Hobby Lobby, that, you know, we pay a fortune for that from Hobby Lobby, and here I cut them all up into bits and pieces. I think that's too far. They're definitely going to be a front and a back, and her face is here, so I hope I don't have too, I hope the flowers aren't too high. I guess a learning curve. Learning curve. Oh, and my machine still hasn't gone away from check filter, even though it's a brand new filter in there. I've changed it before and I don't remember. Don't remember. I don't remember what it was I did. I got to spray some alcohol in there, because I want to pour some more. Boy. I don't know if it'll take another 12. It might. I'm hoping the flowers don't bleed. That's why I sprayed them. I don't want them to bleed. And do I have it turned around? Doggone it. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there's her face. Turn the flowers around. That's probably good for it. It's maybe moving some bubbles out of the way. It's a good thing I checked. Because I did have it setting with it facing me. I must have at some point obviously moved it. That is, I think that's the face. If it's not, she's carrying a bouquet on the backside. I guess angels can do whatever they want to do. Is there a way of knowing what's the front and the back, guys, other than paying attention? See? No. That's her face. I was right. I don't mind. You guys can laugh. You can laugh all you want. I have no problem doing that. Yeah, that's her face right there. Oh my. I don't know that it's going to take another 12 ounces. And maybe I should just go ahead and pour it right now. And I mean, it's not like it's completely that deep. I know some people have poured the whole thing. I hope it doesn't bleed. I really hope the flowers don't bleed. And somehow I got to figure out how to hold it up so that it doesn't, I don't want it to go down any further than that. I know when I seen them doing it on Let's Resin, the preview of it, they had it somehow tied to a string or something. Okay. Keep your fingers crossed that I don't just knock this whole thing right off its axis. And I will have leaves sticking out, obviously, as we can tell. I probably should just go ahead and trim them now. That's a shame. Okay. And then I want to put something up here that's going to keep it, yeah, keep it straight. Keep it straight that way. I know I got another one of those like that. Maybe I can, nope, the butterfly's not long enough. I know I have another mold that's just like this. Yeah, that's her hands, okay. She's praying. She's probably praying that I don't tip this thing all over. She's praying, give this woman knowledge to. And then I still have a little bit in here I want to get out of here. Don't knock it over, Gloria. Gosh, the nail's here already. Okay. Guess I pull out the directions on that machine and see what I gotta push to reset the filter. I thought it was reset it automatically. Okay, put those in the trash. And it's give me an idea, guys, of what I can use. I know I got another long mold like this, but where it is handy is jiggle it a little bit to see if I can get any possible bubbles up out of there. Okay, I'm going to put that against there so that that won't go anywhere. Are you guys on the screen? Yeah. Gosh, I'm doing pretty good today. Got you in the center. So do I go ahead and pour it? What do you say, guys? Do I just go ahead and pour the thing? I want to work on something else this afternoon in the back. Because obviously this is taking up this table and this is not going to stay down. And I don't want a leaf sticking out. Shoot. I'm just going to let it float just like that. Thought about putting some pearls in there. And I might put pearls around the base. I just might. Come on, keep the wire in place. I don't want the flowers completely leaning against the front. That's the problem, but they need to be standing up like that. If I put that in there like that. Where the wire is right now really doesn't make any difference as long as it's not been covered in resin yet. Okay, guys. Quite honestly, I don't know what I should do. I think I'm going to let it sit for a little while and do its thing. And then I'll come back and pour another, I'll do 12 ounces. I don't think it's going to take another 12 ounces. This is only like an inch, a little over an inch below the surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 ounces. So 10 ounces was going to give me more than enough, and I could pour something else. I don't think the flowers are running. I hope not. That's the only other thing. If I don't pour it right now, then if they are going to run, the color's not going to be consistent. Come on, guys. Tell me what to do. Do I pour Or do I not pour more? I think I'm going to pour. I just am a little bit concerned if it's going to run at all. I need to have the colors consistent. And where's my scribe at? I need to take the knife after it and get it cleaned. Okay. So this time I think I'm only going to do 300. So let me do 150 and 150. Yeah, right. If I had taken the time to get my pressure pot running yesterday, I'd put this in the pressure pot. It might not be 300 and 300, that's 10 ounces. That might not be enough. And a little bit of diamond dust. Crushed crystal, not diamond dust. Unicorn crushed crystal. And I'll just stir it by hand right now. I don't think it's bleeding, but it's hard to tell. Being the fact that I sprayed it with an acrylic, does that prevent it from bleeding? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Okay, put you on hold while I stir. Be right back. Okay, so I am back with 10 ounces. Okay. Let's see if I'm going to need to do more. Sorry, quiet guys. This is intense. And I think I just need just enough to give me a little bit of a base to put maybe a white pearly base on here. Because it's not quite to the top, but it's past everything. And I'm getting a few bubbles, aren't I? And that's probably coming from the flowers, obviously. Come on. I don't want to have that stuck on there forever. But I don't know what else to do to keep it straight. Almost want to put it here so it doesn't lean against the front. Sorry, I gotta get up and get a view like you guys have got. Oh, I hope that's pretty. I hope this is pretty. What I'd like to do is, I don't have enough space now as far as base. I was kind of hoping the base would be a little bit more, would leave a little bit more to be needed so that I could put maybe some pearls on the bottom, but that's okay. Let's see, that brings it forward. That stands it up, but that, oh gosh. Anybody want to volunteer to stand out here for 24 hours? I know I have another long mold just like this, but of course I'm never going to find it right now because I need it. And anything too big is just kind of a risky thing to put up there. I hope that paintbrush isn't completely forever embedded in the in the resin. Oh, shoot. This has got to go down just a tad. Don't turn the flower, Gloria. You want the red to be towards the front. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, shoot. See, that keeps it that direction. And now I need something that's going to keep it this direction. Besides me just sitting here until morning. And come on, why are we getting tipsy? Okay, guys, I am going to put you on hold, and I will be back when it is time to do the next step. Oh, I wanted to show, I wanted to show you guys something. What was it I was going to show? Oh, I poured a mold yesterday. I had to give it a side seam, which I even have right down here. We'll pour this tomorrow. And I think I'm going to come back in the back. I've got this mold that I poured. Oh gosh, well over a year ago. I poured this mold. Yeah, because this is a rabbit. This was for Easter last year, long before I got connected with any of the YouTube channels. And I've got to tape this, and we're going to pour this afternoon. And of course I've got to get coasting through the week going. I think I have a brand new product that I want to try. So anyway, let's hope that this works. I guess that's all I need to worry about. I need to find something that's gonna, although is it holding it pretty good? I just don't want, I can't tell whether it's laying against the completely against the outside of the mold. And I guess if it is, at this point there isn't much I can do other than learn a lesson that I don't put so many flowers in. Because I almost only did the red one alone, but that seemed like it was kind of sparse, that it needed something more. But that's from the designer point in my head, thinking that I needed to do something more. So anyway, we will be back on probably when it's time to put a back coat on here. And that may be not until tomorrow afternoon, because it is 24 hours. Okay, toodles, we will see you later. Good morning. All right, it is time. I'm going to put a backfill on here. I came out last night and cut off the stems. I hope I've cut off enough. And again, this table isn't showing level. This just is so frustrating. And it feels like it did get hard enough. But I'm going to put a top coat here. I'm going to use 1 hour Promise, 1 hour Fast Cure. And I'm going to put some mirror in it. I was so concerned about getting this thing done. I never even thought about the fact that I wanted to put gold flakes in this, but obviously didn't. So I am going to mix up probably, gosh, oh, I'm weak this morning, guys. Well, don't you hate it when you just can't get a bottle open? And it's my fault. I probably didn't clean it like I should have before I put the lid on there. Gosh darn. I got to get patches to the vet. So I want to get this done so that when I come back, we can unmold. I'm going to do... It's not very much space. This is higher than it is over here. I'm going to do 1.5 ounces. And I guess I should change it to ounces so I know what I'm doing here. Come on. Ounce. Okay. So we're going to go to 1.5. Oh, a little bit on the heavy side. Let's get that much out of there. Ah, perfect, 1.5. Gosh, that was a miracle. All right, now let's do up to 3. Another 1.5. I don't know, this cup might not be big enough. Guess this is just a 3-ounce cup, which means it's not big enough. Oh my gosh. We need to put anything else in it. Come on, a little bit more. I need to get some 4-ounce cups is what I need to do. Okay, close enough. Okay. Now, let's put the little scale away so we don't get that all messed up. And I guess I just empty it into a big cup. What the heck? Stir it up, put some glitter in it. I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue in it so that I don't have floaties, or so I don't have it all settle to the bottom. This little cart here is good, except I don't know about you guys, but it would be nice if it was a little taller. I mean, okay, let's see if I can get this open without Ryan. There we go. So let's get this mixed. This is 1 hour Promise. So we'll get this done. It's looking clear in there. Would have been nice if I had put the gold flakes in there. Sometimes I just don't. I don't know if I'm far enough. Was I far enough over? Oops, sorry. Don't mean to make you dizzy, guys. I moved things last night a little bit. I'm not going to put this through the vacuum chamber because it's going to be full of glitter. So it's not like we're going to see anything. Yeah, I wish I'd have put the gold or silver, since I had silver around the rim. Oh well. We'll decorate it. We'll get the angel looking pretty. Pretty. I hope that the flowers come out okay. It didn't look like it bled. It looks pretty clear, I guess, and from what I can tell through the glass here, it doesn't look like it bled. Now I know I've got one of those spoon things where I can dip out glitter. I don't want to dump my whole bowl in here, but I obviously want more than that. 2, 3, 4. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Let's put a little bit more in. Willow, leave her alone. Poor Patches. That dog terrorizes her. She gets nervous. Patches, are you okay, girl? I know, sorry. She's been throwing up, and I almost think it's nerves from Willow. Hope that's all it is. Okay, so let's get a couple. Let's see, let's put 2 drops. Okay, good deal. Good enough. And we can put the glue away. And let's get this mixed. Love Laura's glitters that I've gotten so far. Very pretty. And I didn't want it solid, so I maybe wanted a little bit more solid than that, though. Let's see. Oops. Oh. That would have been a disaster and a half. Okay. Well, I obviously made a wee bit too much. And oh, come on, don't start flowing over, guys. All right, so what do I put this little bit of glitter left in? I don't have, let's see. I got a little bit of glitter left in this cup from something. I might as well put that in there. It is a match. Okay. Come on, we're getting warm. Need to decide what it is we're doing, girls. Come on, get. I posted today my very first mold that I poured well over a year ago. That mold that I made, that I just for the very first time used, because it was such a pain in the butt to get out. I was a little bit of, didn't know whether I could ever get it out of a mold, but I did. Okay, come on, let's do something other than an egg carton with this pretty silver. Let's put it in the top of a jar. Candle holder, whatever this thing is. So this will have a nice ring around it of pretty pretties. I'll come back this afternoon and maybe put some of Dianca Pours that touch of velvet. That is so pretty. And mix it with marble it with touch of velvet. Last night I did that rabbit. I did a touch of velvet and I think ultra white is what I used. It's pretty. If you haven't gone and watched that video, it is, for being my very first mold, not knowing a thing about what I was doing, and this is a little tea light holder, so that's good. So that's where that extra went into. This I can use for another glitter day. All right, so I guess we just wait and I can clean up the edge. It's not flowing over too much. And I will be able to come back and we'll get this demolded in a little bit. All right. See ya in a bit. In seconds for you. Okay, it has been a little over an hour. Let's see if we can get this angel unmolded and hopefully she turns out good. I'm gonna get some powder on my hands so that I can slip those gloves off to reuse when I get back from the vet's office. Okay. Gorgeous day here in Florida today, 81 degrees. I know there's still some bad weather going on up north. I feel bad for you guys. It's been a rough winter for a lot of places up north. Okay, and it's funny. My powder makes the air filter come on, and I've obviously got some overpour from the little bit we just poured on there. That's all right. Oh, this could be a kind of is it a trick to get off? Unmold? I wouldn't think so. It should be relatively easy once you get started, that is. Okay, there we go. Okay, can we look at part of it? Okay, there's some of it. Not bad. Sure do wish I'd have put the gold flakes in here, or silver. I could have used silver flakes this time. All right. Not looking bad so far. All right, she's a tight fit up above, and let's hope there's no bubbles up above. Sorry you're out of frame. I've got to pull this up over her head. Oh, gracious, what? That wasn't too bad, but I probably should have sprayed it, but I didn't. Okay, let's put this over here, and this, look, the flowers didn't bleed. Kind of like the wire, kind of dipped down in the back. No bubbles. There are no bubbles. Now this again, I was using the one, not that one. I was using the Promise a 24-hour deep pour fast cure. So we just poured this deep pour last evening. I see a little bubble, a couple of bubbles resting on the flowers, which, you know, I kind of don't mind because it looks like dewdrops in there, but there's only, I see 2, 3, maybe there's a few tiny little ones on the inside around resting on the flowers, which kind of gives it some things. So I will probably use, because I've got red, I'll probably use gold to decorate her. And let's see if I can get, probably can't get this, well, maybe I can get it cut off. Get the overpour cut off, so all I have to do is sand the edges. It does kind of not shape directly into a circle, which I guess is okay. It's a dress, it's a skirt, it's supposed to be a flowing gown. I'll get my thumb out of the scissors. Okay, there's another spot right there. All right, and just other than a little bit of edge trimming, we are set with that. Very pretty. No bubbles on the edge, no bubbles on her face, on her body at all. No bubbles on the ribbons flowing around. Oh, there might be one. I'll have to look. There's her wingtip right there. Doggone. That's interesting. I'll have to see if I can build that up without it looking like it's built up. But other than that, it's quite pretty. I'll have to put it on my light and see if it reflects up through, even because it should, being that I didn't do a solid color on the bottom. And if it does, I probably will not put a cork bottom on here. There's one little sharp spot from glitter, either glitter or that might be from the stem. That was a little close. I'll have to sand that down. Very pretty. All right. Well, that kind of turned out way better than I was afraid it was going to. A little bit more cut right here. All right, I will do some little bit of detail work around the angel and her wings and her robe or ribbons, and we'll get this posted. We'll see you later on the next adventure. Toodles. Have a
Bye.